Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I was out on vacation for a week, so sorry I haven't made any videos, but got a call from the feed store before I went on vacation. I wasn't able to pick it up, but my friend and I went up there in Sanford to pick up the feed today. I figured it's a good day to do it since it's rainy anyways, so as you can see, everything's wet. I don't know if you can see that, but water pooling in my backyard. So, but luckily, it's not really in front of the loft. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but it's not. But anyways, so I just got back. I'm trying this new brand here, Baden or Baden, whatever you call it, but it's a Canadian company. Just had bad luck lately with the Versalaga products, so like bugs in it and everything else. So anyways, I got myself what they call the diet mix. So as you can see, it's let's take a look here. It's more carbohydrates than anything else, so 62.3%. Got malt barley, wheat, milo, safflower. So it's really what I use this for is, well, for training, right? So this is what I'm gonna feed them daily, and then also I'll probably mix it in with something else, but I don't want them to get fat. So this is what I'm gonna be using a few days, before the races. Just give them energy for training and stuff, but not get them too fat. And then my plan is, and this is kind of new to me because this is a new brand, is on a couple days before race day, I'm gonna give them this racing mix. So it's as you can see, there's more safflower in it, so high on fat. So let's take a look here. Yeah, it's got I didn't bring my glasses, but 11% protein, 8% fiber, 10.82% fat, and 54% carbs. So a lot less carbs compared to this one. This one again is their diet mix is 62.3% carbohydrates. So of course, this is not the only thing that I give the birds, because they're not gonna get all the nutrients that they need from feeds, right? So I give them other supplements, and I can show you guys that in a little bit as well. But yeah, no, I'm gonna try this. I got let's see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then 9 10. I got 10 bags total, 5 of each. It's in the front. But yeah, no, I just wanted to share this with you guys. It took a while to order. I went to the Horse Meyer feed store in Sanford, Florida, but they get this in by the pallets, but you never really know when they're gonna stock up. So what I'm learning is just to call them in 2 or 3 weeks, before you run out. But I'd probably go a month before you run out. That way you're guaranteed to have it there. And they'll set it aside for you. You just pay for it. I'm assuming you can pay for it by a phone. I went there the first time and paid for it, in person. So that's my plan. Once I get down to the last few bags, I'm gonna call and order some more. Obviously I'm not gonna feed this to them during breeding season. Because this is pretty spendy. This is like, this one is a 50-pound bag, the diet mix, which is I think $30 a bag, and then the racing mix, again 50 pounds, but $38. So pretty spendy to be feeding on, during breeding season. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I also bought another one of these smaller drinking container. I like the small ones because if you're gonna mix medicine in it and stuff, then you're not really wasting it versus like putting it in a big container, because they don't always drink it in a day, right? So then you have to dump it out because you don't want to let it sit there for a whole day. And I usually I don't know, and it's pretty light too, even when it's full, it's pretty light and easier to handle. So all right, so I'm gonna pause the video here. I got some birds I need to transfer, but I kind of wanted to share this with you guys again. But to recap, so diet mix is what I'm gonna use for training the birds, and also 2-3 days ahead, or maybe even 4 days ahead of the race day. And then the racing mix, I'm gonna let them go to town on that 2 days before race day, just to kind of build up on fat, right? And again, the reason why I'm using this, which is mostly barley, is I don't want them to get too fat. You want them to be buoyant, get going into the races, on all that weight on the birds. And I learned that made that mistake before, right? So and then of course, especially for longer races, you want them to have that fat buildup, stored energy for longer races. All right, I'm hearing thunder and lightning, so I better get in the loft here. I don't want to get struck by lightning. Okay, so let me pause it, and I got some birds to transfer, and I want to show you guys that. All right, guys, I'm in the loft. I was out on vacation, and my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law and their whole family took care of the birds for me, so just wanted to give a shout out for them. They did a very nice job keeping the birds alive and feeding them, and birds look great. Guys, get water in here. I gotta shut that door. Anyways, I'm pretty much done with the breeding season for this year, so I've been chucking eggs and stuff. There's one bird, one baby there, 2, 5, right? And a couple eggs there. That's my Huben Jansen combination, so I'm gonna let them hatch. And then we got 3 babies up there, and then 2 babies down there, and then 2 more babies right here. So that would be the end of that. But I do have some birds that I want to transfer over. A friend of mine, we were talking about bedding for the loft, so I don't have to scrape so much, but I honestly don't mind it. But if you guys have any suggestions on bedding that works really well for you guys without creating so much dust, let me know, because I'm in the market for that. My friend told me red brick sand or something like that. So yeah, I'm open to doing whatever. It saves time, because it does take a lot of work to scrape floors every day and stuff. let me know. Boy, these guys smell like pigeons today. It's been raining and they've been wet and all that, so. Alright, so let me pause the video real quick. I gotta transfer a few birds. I just want to show you guys what they look like. Alright guys, here's this is I think this is from a Jansen bloodline. 1185. Check that out. Super excited about this one, but I was gonna move them over to the flying loft before I left on vacation, but I figured I'd wait. I didn't want to put the burden on my sister-in-law to, you know, have to, because you know, young birds, they don't always come back to the loft right away, and sometimes they end up in the trees or hang out outside. So I didn't want to put that burden on her to have to wait for the birds to come in and stuff, but check it out. It's a very nice bird. Alright, like I always do, I always spray them for lice. Before I one squirt under each wing, and then just, you know, bang, bang. That should do it. Very nice. 1185. Be right back. I gotta check my records here. I just want to make sure who this guy is. Let me pause the video. Alright guys, next bird. This is my Pigeon Jansen. Check it out. It's very active. It's a nice blue bar. Very light blue bar. Look at that. So let's go spray him down. Come on now. Alright, pause the video. Alright, there's a third bird. This is the nest mate to that first one that I just showed you. So, no lice. Yep, it's clean, but I'm gonna spray him anyways. Sorry, buddy. He got some on his eyeballs. There we go. So I'm gonna transfer this guy to the flying loft. This is 1172. All right. All right. So here's the fourth one. This one is Sujin. I got the parent from a club mate, Tony Mendez, with the Sunrise Loft. So this is one of the babies. It's a small, I'm assuming a hen. It's pretty little. But you know, we'll see how they do. It's molting a little bit, but trying to get him to spread its wings so I can spray it. Kind of hard to do with one person, but and then I just hold them like that, upside down, spray the chest. There we go. Alright, this is the nest mate to the one I just showed you. I don't know if it's a hen or a cockbird, but maybe they're both hens, but they're smaller. These are Pigeons, and you know, the two birds that I got from Tony are very small, the hen. So I paired that one up with one of my winning birds from last year when we did, I think it was the Waycross Georgia race. I can't remember. Figured to be a good pair, so these guys are so alert. Right? So it's very small. I mean, I know it looks big in the camera, but it's actually really small. I got small hands, so as you can see. But they're ready to be transferred over. They'll do better in the, you know, in the flying loft. Once they start flying, they, you know, they tend to get healthier, it seems like. That's what they do, right? Anyways, there you go. But very nice. This would be great for short distance racing, like sprint. Look at that. Look at the wingspan. It's almost like past the tail. So, anyways. Alright, here's another smaller, I'm assuming it's a hen. I have high hopes for this because the parents, actually the mom, I gifted the mom to, it was last year's young bird. I gifted it to a friend of mine in, I think he lives kind of by Miami, Florida, which is about 2 hours from here. Probably 2.5 where he lives. We don't race that direction, you know. And the other day, a couple months ago, I was out here feeding the birds, and I see the blue bar landed on the loft, and I didn't have any birds out, and I thought, oh, what the heck, that's weird. Maybe I thought maybe it's one of the young birds coming in late, but it was my 2021 bird that I raised. That again, I gifted it to a friend of mine. Came back from 2.5 hours south of me, and never really got trained that direction. We always race north, so Orlando, Jacksonville, area. So I thought, well, that's good homing instinct. So this is sibling, or this is the offspring to that bird. So it's a smaller hen, it looks like. It's wet right now because I just sprayed her down, but she's got good bloodline. All right, this is the nest mate to that Hubin Jansen bird that I showed you earlier. So you can see they look alike. For a young bird, it's pretty muscular. Look at that. You got high hopes for this bird. Very powerful. So I'm just gonna spray him down real quick. Get him transferred over to the flying loft. So their training can begin. But I love this powder blue bar. color. It's my favorite. Anyways, there we go. Very nice. Look at that. Alright guys, last one that I'm going to transfer over today. This is actually my wife's bird. This is also a Pigeon, but she has a cockbird she named Wu. Been with us for a long time and it's produced good flyers. So I'm not really a big fan of this color. It seems like a dirty checkered color, but what I like about this bird, it's got that little teardrop thing going on in the eye. Which is kind of cool. I mean, if you look at this bird, it looks like a common pigeon. Look at the wattle, it's kind of small. But, you know, but I can guarantee you that it's not a common pigeon. I know the parents because I raced against the parents. The mom is gifted to me by Tony Mendez. So I know it's a Pigeon and I have the pedigree for it. So yeah, they just look like common pigeons, but they're not. So. Anyways, gonna transfer this guy. Alright, that's it guys. Got all the birds transferred. The only thing I got left are those two right there. Those three. And yeah. Oh yeah, there's two more down there, but they're not quite ready yet, those two. And then on this side, well, yeah, everything, I got those two babies, and then those two, and then there's one up there, and then that's the end of it. So we'll have a total of, I don't know, less than 80 birds for the races. So I expect to lose some of them from training or whatever, and I'll be happy if I get, you know, 60 total to go into the races, 30 for me and 30 for my wife. So I think that'll be good. But she's got very good birds. There's her bird right there. His name is Wu. As you can see, there's no band, but who cares? Bands that don't mean anything, right? I can tell you that bird right there I got for free because I bought the parents, and the parents had him as a baby still, and I didn't want to kill it, so I just took him and from Naples, and we you know, luckily the parents still took care of it, and I've had that, we've had that pigeons ever since. So, it's a good bird. He's produced good birds, good babies, and he's been to all the training exercises with all the young birds that I've had. So he's a little fat right now, but what I like about that bird is, you know, he's pretty round, and he's actually on the small side, to be honest with you. But you know, his wing is pretty long, so it's a sprint bird. But if you look at him, he's not that big, really, for a cockbird. Got a nice color too, so. But I've never been able to do something like him before, ever. I just get those dirty pencil, dark check, whatever you call it. Like that. I don't know what you call it. I call them dirty dark check. If you know what they're actually called, let me know. They're dark check, but they have this brownish tint to it. You know, I don't know if there's a proper name for it. I just call them dirty check. So, anyways, See how it goes. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. God bless you.